Preparing, you're on.
Okay, are we on? Yes, we are live. I'm hoping anyway. The chat will tell us if we're not. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Bold and Beautiful Mini Spotlight. I am Tami Goveia here on JLJ Media with my two lovely hosts, Amanda and her sister. Welcome, you guys.
Hi, Tammy. Hey, Tammy. Thank you. My sister wanted to come in and say hey, so I was like, why not?
Absolutely, 'tis the season. So James isn't going to be joining us. He's behind the scenes. He's running the show. You know, he's making sure that we're live and we're synced and what have you. But everybody knows that this week on Bold and Beautiful was something to behold, and it's an emotional storyline. And James is, you know what? I'm just going to stay behind the scenes this go around and yeah, we'll just go from there. All right, guys. So James always has the little news bulletins. This is going to be our last show of the season for all of the soap recaps, and just want to make sure that you guys like everything and share the links, share the love, because
subscribe, hit the like button.
Is going to be a really big year. So okay, I'm just kind of avoiding getting into the storyline. So let's start with something a little bit lighter, and the only other storyline was Finn and Lee, right?
Right.
Okay, so
what exactly is Mr. Finn doing? What exactly is he doing?
Well, I'm wondering if I missed something. What was he doing?
We don't know.
We don't know.
No, he was like so intent too. I gotta finish this. I gotta finish this. I'm like, what is he doing?
So Kenneth in the chat room says, "Hi guys, Amanda. I didn't know you had a twin." This is Amanda's sister, you guys. For those of you just joining, this is her sister.
Jill. She was named after Jill Abbott, actually. Is it Abbott?
Yeah.
Jill Abbott?
Yeah. Just watch it. That's so funny.
Yeah, that's a true story. And I was named after Amanda Spalding from Guiding Light.
Jill Foster Abbott. Thank you. Thank you. So going back to Finn. So what is he up to? How did you feel about him not being there?
I don't know. I say I assume that he's working on something for Eric's condition, because I just couldn't imagine him being that intense on anything else and not being there for Stephanie. That seemed kind of out of character for him not to. Like, I don't know. It seems like surely he has to be working on something for Eric.
I'm glad Liam wasn't at that party, Tammy.
You know
he would be trying to use that.
Right? For like 2 seconds, I had that thought, and I thought if he dares to show his face, so I'm glad he wasn't there. Yeah, that would have been all kinds of wrong, because it wouldn't have been about Eric anymore,
Right. I feel sorry for Steffi though that Finn wasn't there, because she really wanted his support.
Yeah.
Everybody's coupled up, right? And I didn't realize it until they had the dance scene. Like, Thursday slayed me. Thursday was really hard to watch. Everybody was dancing together. I'm like, oh my gosh, literally, that's how they planned it. Everyone is coupled up in some way. Oh yeah, okay, Finn. Yeah, but if Finn's trying to help Eric, a little too late, right?
It's a little late, yeah.
A little late.
Maybe, well, we don't know for sure that he actually breathed his last breath, right?
Okay. I thought about that. Let's
sliver of hope.
I can't do this anymore. I can't go through this anymore. It's too much. So what did you think overall of the week? What did you think?
Okay. I have 3 things. Number 1, thank you for putting Carter in a tux. But the person who got me the most, who killed it, she absolutely killed it, was Ashley Jones, Bridget.
Yes.
She did not care. Like, it was ugly face, but she can't have an ugly face, but ugly crying, like touching her face and like just sobbing. And I was like, I can't handle this.
Crying into Brooke's arms.
Yeah.
It was just, and it was from the moment she entered the scene. Like they flew into town. What's going on? It was explained from that moment on. Ashley Jones just killed it.
Killed it.
She just went into that space of just fear and desperation and, not wanting to lose her father. It was just like, oh my God. Why don't we have more of Bridget? And you keep saying that, Amanda.
Thank you.
Where's Bridget? Hello?
She's my favorite.
And as a relatively new actor, this was my first time I've seen her on screen. And I was blown away.
I told you.
I told Amanda, I was like, where's she been? I'm like, that was one of the scenes that we talked about, like almost right away. It was like, I was like, she killed me. Like she was so believable and so good. I was like, wow, they need to keep her on there.
Right?
Like,
Yes.
Storyline has just allowed everyone to shine. Right? So seldom do we get literally everyone had the same storyline. So everyone was able to move into that space of sadness and just being that feeling of feeling helpless. There's nothing that anyone can do. And that feeling of trying to put on a brave face.
Yeah.
What Eric wants. It's not about what Steffi wants or Hope or Brooke or Ridge. It's about what Eric wants. And
it's difficult.
It's really difficult. It's really difficult.
And then they're all trying to pretend like they don't know, but they're still giving all of these little, like, oh, you're my mentor and you taught me everything. And I'm like, he's gotta catch on, right?
Well, didn't he say that? Because it's like everyone knows, or everyone, I don't know if he actually verbalized that, but he had that moment with
he did, because he started. Okay. Can we all agree Ridge is ridiculous? Tami, he just stood there, right? When Eric's like, I won the challenge, right?
First of all, I couldn't believe that even came up. I couldn't believe that you were talking about that, and Donna overheard it.
Thank you.
Like, why are you bringing this up now? And it really freaked me out.
Yeah, I thought it would go really bad. Like when he was getting like worked up about, I did win, didn't I? And I was like, oh no, here we go.
And Ridge just stood there.
I was like, what are they doing? I'm like, this can't be happening.
I didn't know where they were going with it. But I wanted to backtrack really quick because again, Thursday.
Well, yeah.
Like I know it was an emotional week. It was hard to watch. Especially with them in the guest house when it was just Donna in the guest house.
Guys, that broke my heart.
You're killing me.
Get ready, and he looks so amazing. And
he popped his suspenders. I love it. There's something I would do. Oops.
But when they were, again, I don't know why personally, like I have to ask you guys what moment broke you. But again, when Eric says, Zende, put the music on. You're in charge of the music. And well, first Donna says, okay, are you ready to call it a night? He's like, what? No, music. We need, champagne. Get me my martini. And Zende puts the music on, and he and Donna, go out and start dancing. And I thought, just having it all, to me, it was like all of a sudden no one else was in the room. It was just the two of them in that moment, and everything and everyone just fell away. Right. And it was just such a beautiful moment. And I
But me and Tammy love Eric and Donna together. Like, we're huge fans of them
you
together.
like Eric and Donna together, Jill?
I am. I'm a fan. I really like them together.
They're adorable.
Yes, they have very good chemistry. They have very good
banter.
Yes, and it's playful, and it's fun, and it's I don't know. They're really good together, I think. I know it was breaking my heart so bad. And Donna, oh my goodness. Like,
she's killing it too, right?
She is. But
Yep.
what a man, that's but that's what you do when you love. I mean, you standing by someone that you love so much, and accepting the things they want. That's true love. I mean, that is, that's sacrifice and love. And it was so beautiful. They had so many beautiful moments.
They did. Because she said, we're having this party. You understand? You call everyone, because it is happening today.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was good.
What other moment?
Everyone looked hot. Okay.
So who's your favorite?
Zende. That white.
This is beautiful.
Carter, of course, but Zende walked in and I was like, nice.
I love the turtleneck.
Yes.
Yeah. I really liked his
green color.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty delicious.
I'm a fan, Terry.
That's pretty delicious. And
Yeah.
now I'm thinking of everyone's, like, I love the whole, okay, here's what it was. Katie's outfit, I thought, who is this woman? Because it was so
Thank you.
not Katie.
I loved it.
And I loved it.
Yes. That black dress. She had her boobs out.
The
I
sisters
loved
are saying,
it.
we're at the party.
Yeah.
She was all hugged up with Carter too. I don't blame her.
I love seeing them together again. Like, I hope they pursue that.
Me too.
Yeah. But yeah, hers was my favorite as far as the ladies' looks.
Katie's
was my absolute favorite. It was
Yeah. I want to wear that dress.
I was underwhelmed by Brooke's dress until I saw the bottom of it. Do you see the feathers?
Yes.
Mhm.
I was like, okay. Now
And I liked her wrap that she had.
yeah.
She had a little wrap. It's like a fur wrap.
Yeah.
That was pretty.
Bridget's red dress was
Ooh, she looks so good in that too.
color red. It was
Yeah.
like a dark crimson. Ugh, that was beautiful.
Yeah.
Hope's dress was gorgeous. The green.
Yeah.
Donna, I was surprised both Donna and Hope had the same green on. Like, oh, but they're totally different.
Yeah.
Stephanie, of course.
Steffi, yeah.
The
She
jewel.
looked like a goddess in gold.
Well, what did Eric say? The jewel of the family?
She had the crown on. It's like, oh my, you're killing me. She's like, I'm going to this party and I am the queen. I'm the queen. Like,
She's stunning though. Like
Yeah, she
even in person, she's stunning too. Like she's just stunning.
Who else? Who else was there fashion wise? Who else was at the party? Oh, well, RJ
Oh,
and
Luna.
Luna looked gorgeous.
Yes.
Yes,
That dress was amazing.
that was really pretty too.
You know, when you're 20 years old, like
Right.
she looked
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. I was gonna say hers had that more is elegant and very beautiful, but it had that more youthful element to it, which was it's just perfect, you know.
Do you like her, RJ?
I do. I think they're cute. I hope we can trust her though.
Mm.
Do you not? Is it too cutesy?
No, I do like them.
Okay.
I like them. Yeah.
She's Bill's daughter.
Yeah, I'm actually more interested in the Poppy storyline, Penelope Poppy, her mom's storyline, and how that's what's going to be fun, because whatever that storyline's about is going to affect Luna and RJ.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
right now, I guess to me they're a little like cutesy tootsy and it's okay,
Yeah.
but it's like
Right.
right. We want a
Well,
little drama.
Yeah, that never lasts long. Like there will be some drama coming in somewhere. Just hang on.
Like for a second, I thought it was gonna be Zende that's the problem. Remember? But then after he found out about Eric, he did like a 180. And he told, I'm sorry, RJ. And I was like, oh, there's Zende. Oh, I was like, because we didn't know that other than that.
We thought we lost him there for a minute.
Yeah.
We're like,
Yeah.
oh.
I love the fact that we know now that Zende's capable of going to
The dark side.
right. Like,
Yeah.
okay, I'd like to actually see that crop back up
Mhm.
sooner than later,
Yeah.
because that
Me
made for
too.
really interesting dynamics. Really interesting dynamics. I will say what got me too was when Eric would go to each person or to a couple, like he literally worked the room and told everyone not only what they meant to him, but what he saw for them. Like especially with Hope and Thomas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was surprised. He basically said he's a fan, that he doesn't care what everybody else says. If they make each other happy, then it doesn't matter. I was like, whoa.
And I love Matt Atkinson played Thomas's response really close to the chest. You know, he was very stoic and almost completely unemotional, except when he talked to Hope, and then you could see the tears well up a little bit, right? It was really an amazing moment to see them come together. They got closer because of this whole situation.
Yeah. I felt that too. I think
Hope's falling for him. I know y'all don't want it to happen, but I think that is happening. I think that is going to happen. And Tami, he lays it down. So well, she said it.
Yes, she did. I was seeing that. Just Eric going around and then I'm thinking it's rare when someone is dying and just really lays down the law and says, here's how I'm choosing to go out. Because typically in this scene, he would have been in the hospital because everybody kept saying, go to the hospital, go to the hospital. And that's how it would typically play out. And he would you'd see the monitor, right? Flatline. But this was a storyline of really, I've lived my life on my terms. I'm going to go out on my terms. And that takes an enormous amount of courage. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does. It's conflicting because you got to respect what he wants, but at the same time, it's so difficult because you want to be able to say your goodbyes, right? You want to be able to say, I love you. And, like that matters, because when my dad died, it really helped that we got to do that. Like we got to go to the hospital, suit up, and go in and actually be with him and say our goodbyes. And it helped a lot. Like I feel so bad for the people who don't get to do that. So it's like so conflicting, right?
Yeah. And like you were saying, Tami, it's a fortunate, it's harder for us who are still here, but it's a fortunate thing for the person who has a peace with what's happening and how they are in charge of of it. And, it's a fortunate thing, that you have a chance to say, this is how I choose to be at the end of my life. And I get a chance to tell everybody what they mean to me. And, and there's, like you said, just like, it's not often,
Mm-mm.
and so it's a really beautiful thing. And it's like I say, and Amanda said conflicting because it's hard for us that are here. But for that person, I mean, what a blessing and peaceful way to go,
Yeah.
And
But
that's how it rolled out. It was so hard for everybody. Everyone around Eric was just losing it. But he seemed really at peace with everything.
mhm.
And when he said to Donna, dying doesn't scare me. But I just don't want to leave you.
I know. It's like, oh, that hurts.
He says, I want more years with you. I'm like,
Mom was throwing daggers, Tami. I was like, oh,
just stop. Oh my God. That was just.
Say, and out of we were about the favorite scene, of the interactions between him, and that was my favorite. I told Amanda, I said, because she said, which one got you the most? Because I was like, I was crying the whole time. Every time he'd go talk to somebody, I would be like, oh, and they'd be like, okay. And then they'd go to somebody else, I'd be like, oh, but that interaction with him and Donna was just, I mean, I was a disaster. And it's like, it was like the most beautiful thing. I was like, oh my God. So for me, that was probably my favorite and the one that got me the most. But just crazy.
Mine was Bridget though. Mine was Bridget. I mean, I loved that scene, but it reminded me of myself a little bit because you immediately are like, no, you don't want to believe it. So you're like trying to rationalize all these things. Well, did you do this? Did you do this? Did you do this? And you don't want to like accept it.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, why didn't he tell me of all people? I'm a doctor. I could have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, all of them were so good.
James actually mentioned this last week, and I don't know if it was because of the chat, but mentioning that he didn't feel that Brooke got enough airtime per se with Eric, because KKL and John McCook, they're the last two. They're the only two from 37 years they've been on the show. And I really wish, they had a few flashbacks when she's working as a waitress, or not a waitress, but catering.
The caterer, yeah.
Yeah. But there was just so much more. The flashbacks were actually, personally, I thought kind of weak. I mean, they had Kenneth in the chat said the Stephanie montage was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was really good. But I just felt like there was, and they did a kind of a weird flashback where they tried to incorporate Ridge, but it wasn't Ron Moss. It was like some dude in a wig, right?
Yeah.
Like they show like the back. That was kind of weird.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Did you pick up? I was like, there's a mannequin. Oh my God, they're bringing back the mannequins.
Not again. I thought that was weird too.
I know. I mean, I understand doing some of the flashbacks would have been difficult, but I really wish there had been more of Brooke and Eric.
Yeah, me too. Because they are originals, like you said, and they have such a complex relationship. Like he's been like all these different things, like a lover, but also then like a father figure, then like just a lot of things, a boss, a mentor. So yeah, and they could have done more montages. I agree with that.
37 years. I mean, I know it's hard to go through all the footage of like when you pick, but so was it Kenneth in the chat? I can't believe he said this. He said, what if this is all a dream?
What?
We're gonna do a Bob Newhart.
What?
Where the season finale is. I had the weirdest dream. The whole season was just a dream. The whole show was just a dream.
That would be crazy, Ken.
So do you think Eric is gone? Do you think that's it? Everyone's around him. This is how I wanted it. Ugh.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Sorry, the door came open. All right, there we go. Yes, I think, I don't know, because I want to say yes, Tami, but then you got Finn over there, like so intense. What is he doing? Maybe he's not all the way gone and he's going to be on like a life support situation.
Yeah, I'm thinking, but that's just my nature. Having watched, and having watched soap operas for so long, it's like, he's not really dead.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
He's not gone.
It's not gonna happen. Yeah.
He's not gone. And I can only imagine what it must felt like for Stephanie fans when Stephanie was gone, how difficult it must have been to accept.
It was.
Accept that John McCook is not going to be on the show. I can't accept that. So I need definitive.
Yeah.
Like Fridays was hard because no, I'm not buying it. Maybe he's going to get rushed to the hospital, and maybe Finn has found some miraculous cure for whatever's ailing Eric, because we really don't know what it is.
No, I feel you, Tami, because the whole time I was watching this, even though I was bawling, I was still like, this can't be true. This can't be.
I mean, John McCook is 79. But Eric Braden's what, 82?
Yeah.
John's still got a nice chunk of time.
Yeah, I don't remember him asking us if he could retire.
I didn't get that memo.
Me either. I missed that call. I feel bad for you. I feel bad for Jill because she's new to the show, so she didn't get to really see him that long. So that's sad.
He's the patriarch of the show.
Yeah.
The whole show's about the Forrester family. And then things that all the offshoots of that.
I'm sad.
Well, I'm holding out hope team. I'm like, I didn't see a flat line. I didn't personally witness that he is gone. So I'm holding out hope.
So
No one checked the pulse, Tami.
I know. Well, everything happened so fast at the end on Friday.
Sure.
Falls, everyone. I mean, how cinematically perfect was that? It was like
It
that
was.
above shot where everyone's around him. He's looking up. Donna's on him. I was like, oh my God, this is how it's okay. What did you say? Be kind to each other. Those were his last words. It's like, oh.
Right? Just put the knife in deeper, Vol. Just twist it.
Yeah. And that be kind to each other, everyone, if he's gone, if Eric is actually gone, this is not going to bring out the best in everyone.
I don't think so either. I don't think so either.
No. I've said this. I love a good reading of the will. And Eric actually said that at the party. He said now Ridge and Brooke will be leading the family. And I thought, can we just have Brooke, please? Just like X-nay, Ridge nay.
Do we have to have Ridge?
But going back to what you were saying, Amanda, about I didn't win the fashion.
His face, because he started looking around the room and he started looking at every person like they look and no, everyone's like
Everyone started spawning all sorts of things to look at in the room.
and then he's like, wait, I did win. That's when I wanted to punch Ridge. Okay, he stood there, he does that. He did that to Brooke too. He stands there and he just doesn't say anything. Like he just all of a sudden goes mute.
He does do that.
What? I just want to slap him. It was sad. It was like the realization that, oh my God, I didn't win. And now everyone in the room knows except me.
Yeah. But what was his reaction?
It was shocking.
No, but when he said what did he say to Ridge?
He's always said, that's the nicest thing anybody's ever done for me. And I was floored. I was like, he's what? And I guess in the grand scheme of things, like when you're, I guess you got things in perspective. I reckon when you're at the end of the line and you're like, well, Amanda was explaining to me too.
Let's be honest
about the really the rival thing that Ridge and Eric have always had, with Ridge always pushing at Eric, like
Ridge is rude.
Yeah,
like just straight up Ridge is
so
rude.
I guess Amanda was telling me that it's very out of character for Ridge to do something like that. To
Right.
not,
He would normally gloat.
if he won, he's certainly not gonna give that up.
Mm-mm.
So I don't know. I guess maybe Eric had an understanding of what it really meant for Ridge to give that up. I don't know, because I was surprised. I was like, he went, that's the nicest thing everyone's ever done for me. And I was like, what? Wait a minute. I thought he was gonna be
Well, I thought there's no way they can end this. Eric can't die and be furious with
Right.
Ridge and everyone in the room. Because that would make me sick to my stomach for it to end.
Destroy me, Tami. Talk about knife in the back.
Oh my, and it was so funny and actually Eric had brought that up to Ridge earlier in the party. He'd said, when it came to the fashion show, when I look back now, I think I took things a little too seriously. maybe it's a little too seriously. So maybe he had some time to put things into perspective. So when he found out that Bridget actually won, it was easier for him to move into that space of knowing you, Ridge, like to your point, Amanda, knowing you. Wow. That was like the nicest thing.
Right? Because even I was like, whoa, that's unridge like.
And did you see Ridge? I haven't seen Torsten smile and laugh like that on the show in a really long time. Like Ridge started just like, and then all of a sudden, every time Donna went to go get him a glass of water, I started freaking out.
I was like, no, not the water again.
Like, maybe there's something wrong with your water. Maybe you should stop drinking the water.
Check the water.
Give him the martini, for goodness sake.
Please. The water is not helping, girl.
Oh my gosh. And I wonder, I mean, I wish other people could have been there, you know, like Rick's character and but I wonder if Thorne's gonna stay on.
Yeah, I forgot. Thorne arrived.
Right?
Thorne arrived.
Yeah. Windsor
Harmon.
Yeah. It would be nice to see some rivalry between, you know, the good old fashioned rivalry between.
It actually would, because he'll bring up like, well, I'm his real son. So Thorne will say that. Well, I'm his actual son.
Yeah, he's got a good point.
Yeah. I told Jill he's always put in the basement. They're like, Thorne.
I was just gonna say he's always like in the mailroom or something.
Yeah. I was like, what are you doing upstairs? Get back downstairs.
It's so
Oh, like, poor Thorne.
Oh.
So someone in the chat said, so this is a dream of some sort, and Eric's really in the hospital and wakes up from a coma, and Finn's got the cure.
Okay, I'm not against it.
Because I just don't understand that. So I don't understand Finn's storyline in this. Like, I don't understand it. It's got to mean something.
Right.
What, James? What did Matt say to us?
What does Matt always say?
Everything means something in a soap opera. Every word means something. There's nothing flippant and superfluous about it. So if that's the truth, because he kept telling Lee, yeah, as soon as I finish this, or I
gotta finish this. He was so adamant about it. And she's like, your wife needs you. What is your problem? What are you doing?
Yeah. What if Sheila, what if Sheila wants to save Eric? Sheila has anything to do with this. I'm just gonna take someone out. Finn finds a cure and wakes up Eric from a coma to tell him this was a dream. Wow, that's what people are thinking.
Wow.
But that would just be cruel. If we went through all of this only to find out that this was a dream, you guys.
That's so cruel, Bo.
That would be sick. B&B writers, you're sick and twisted.
James is gonna go nuts.
Oh, what are people saying? Ridge didn't want to tell Eric about the fashion. Yeah. I don't know. I can't picture a world without Eric Forrester in it. So I'm gonna opt for the, this is a dream situation. And
like everybody, if you pray, if you send your goddesses prayers, however you do, please send all your vibes to save Eric.
Did you see the previews for next week? I haven't seen anything.
Mm-hmm.
Or are you missing anything from this week?
I think we covered everything, did we?
I think we got it. There's What a week.
Yeah. What a week.
No. I know. My head is spinning now from everything that the people are saying in the chat. So he's either gone or he's been dreaming and he's gonna wake up. What if Finn comes out?
I'm dreaming, Tami. Tami, am I dreaming? Do I still wake up from this nightmare?
Don't want John gone, but don't want to be fooled. Yeah, he was. Someone in the chat said, I don't want John McCook gone, but I also don't want to be fooled by this whole storyline.
So
Well, you know what? We're gonna find out next week. Samantha. Oh, she just said something. Yeah, he's in the hospital next week.
Okay.
So maybe he's not dead. They'll rush him to the hospital. And Finn's
Yeah, he's probably not dead yet.
I would prefer he'd be dead. Like, I need time to start mourning this.
Right.
Oh my gosh, you guys. All right, we got 40 people in the chat.
Oh.
So
Guys, hit the like button.
like us. Please like us.
I have brought my sister on.
I know. Like Jill, she's a super gal. Also, the
Very
super chats are enabled, so please be aware of that and your support. This is the final show. B&B Mini Spotlight for 2023.
I know. Aw. We'll miss you guys.
We'll be back mid-January. Mr. JLJ will keep you posted. He is at the helm of this empire. Thank you.
He's the best.
Thank you guys so much for your support. These little shows have turned into really big shows, and we love doing it.
We do. We do.
It makes us crazy sometimes. The shows make us crazy, and sometimes the fans make us crazy. But we love you guys, and
Happy holidays.
Let me write something in the chat. I'm gonna write Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Send. Yay. All right,
Yay.
guys. So until we
Love
see
you guys.
again.
Good to see you.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Good to
Happy
see you,
New
Jill.
Year.
Glad you were here to share in this
Yes.
show season. And
I
we'll see you
enjoyed
soon.
it. Yay.